Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Ha, Racha, Chodash, Ma'amah. Double honors to the elder apostles and their elders of GMS. Double honors to my elder of this camp as well, Yahawah ban Yasharallah. Salutations to the sincere Akim pushing his truth in sincerity around the four corners of this earth. I'm Nakar Kharal ban Yasharallah, coming out of the Lions Den camp of Yasharallah here in Jacksonville, Florida. And today I'll be coming out with a lesson. The title of this lesson is you can't hide from Yahawah Yahawashi. Plainly stated, you cannot hide from it. You ain't finna come into the fold of Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi with any ulterior motives or any chip on your shoulder, or with the intent to throw a boulder. The Lord gonna expose you, and He gonna show the Akim what's really going on. It is what it is. You can't hide from Yahawah Yahawashi. This is Proverbs chapter 5, verse 21. For the ways of man are before the eyes of the Lord Yahawah, and He pondereth all His goings. The ways of the Lord are upon eyes of man, and He pondereth all man's goings. So the Lord knows if you're trying to secretly throw blows with the Akim or with your elder. You ain't hiding that, you ain't sliding that, and you ain't gliding that. The Most High see you, and He's going to expose you, point blank period. And He's going to take and separate the body, the Akim, from you so that you will not affect the Akim and cause any problems. Just that simple. It's just that simple. This is Proverbs chapter 3, verse 30. Strive not with the man without cause if he have done thee no harm. You don't need to be striving with no man without cause if he have done you no harm. There's no need for you to be competing with the elder or your Akim. Your elder, he's the elder of that camp or whatever camp you are for a reason. Let me take my elder for example. He the elder of this camp for a reason. Yahawah Yahawashi put him here. Period. We can fly and flip on who you is. If you don't like it, too bad. Too bad. The Lord put him in this position. So if you're striving against any man without cause, and he has done you no harm, the Lord going to expose it. You got problems with Akim, the Lord going to expose it. Because the Lord see you. You not hiding. You not hiding. It does not matter. You ain't sliding and gliding like you think you is. You being showed and exposed. So don't come to do the work of the Lord Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi with anything other than truth and sincerity of heart, because the Lord gonna see you. Point blank period. Sit your ass down with all that shit. Lord ain't got time for that, and the Akim don't either. I'm trying to keep the rude speech to a low minimum. But yeah, let's continue. Let's go to Sirach 15. This is Sirach 15, verse 15. If thou wilt to keep the commandments and to perform acceptable faithfulness. So if you will keep the commandments of Yahawashi to the best of your abilities, so that you can perform acceptable faithfulness, having some secret, whatever the flying flip phone it is within you, that's not keeping the commandments of Yahawashi. That's not performing what is acceptable in the eyes of Yahawashi. If you will keep the commandments, do what you're supposed to do. Verse 16. He hath set fire and water before thee. Stretch forth thy hand unto whither thou wilt. The Lord has stretched, that has set Salakia, fire and water before us. Stretch your hand unto to whatever you will, to whichever one you want. Water, life. Fire, death, and destruction. Which one you want? Stretch forth your hand to the one you want. It's just that simple. But it seemed like Jake always want to choose that fire instead of choosing this fire to be purified. Jake want to choose that fire and brimstone fire. Verse 17. Choose life. Choose the water. Choose life. That's the truth. Choose to be in harmony with the Aki. Choose that. Choose to be up under your elder and learn from him. Choose that. That's life. That's the water. Choose the water. Nah, you want to choose that fire. And look what the Lord do. He cut you right on out from among the Aki, from right on out from among the body. Because you never came in truth to begin with. Look at all these other Israelite camps. Prime examples. The Lord see you. You cannot hide from Yahawashi. Verse 17. Before man is life and death, whether him liketh shall be given him. Before man is life and death. So if a man likes life, he's going to choose life. It's going to be given unto him. If a man likes death, he's going to choose death. It's going to be given unto him. That's just plain and simple. Verse 18. For the wisdom of the Lord Yahawah is great, and he is mighty in power, and beholdeth all things. That goes back to the Lord seeing all things yet again. The Lord beholdeth all things, so he see that secret grudge that you may have against the elder or the Aki. He see that. You ain't hiding. You ain't sliding and you ain't gliding. You might think you got man fooled, but you have no man fooled if they walking according to Yahawashi. The Lord will let that man and or men know that there is something that's not right in the mix. The wisdom of the Lord Yahawashi is great, and the Most High is mighty in power, and he is beholding all things. He sees what's going on. Verse 19. His eyes are upon them that fear him, and he knoweth every work of man. So the Lord's eyes are upon them that fear him, and he knows every work of man. It's just that simple. You can't hide from Yahawashi. He see you. Let's go to Sirach. This is 22. I'm going to start at verse 20. It says, whoso casteth a stone at the birds frayeth them away, and he that upbraideth his friend breaketh friendship. See, when you take, and it's a little flock of birds, and you take and you throw a rock over there, when they hit the rock, they all fly away. You know what I'm saying? He that upbraideth, upbraided is being rude, being disrespectful, not wanting to hear. Your friend, when you upbraid your friend, guess what? That breaketh friendship. That causes your friend to walk away from you, to move away from you. And in this case, it causes Yahawashi and the Akim to depart from you. When you not living right. Verse 21. Though thou drawest a sword at thy friend, yet despair not. For them, for despair, yet despair not. For their way be a turning to favor. For there a way, it's a possibility and it's a chance that you can reconcile whatever it is that's going on. Through what? Through counsel. From the elder and various Akim. Don't despair. It's always a chance to get back in right standings. But continue. If thou hast opened thy mouth against thy friend, fear not, for there may be a reconciliation, except for upbraiding or pride or disclosing of secrets, or a treacherous wound. For these things every friend will depart. See, again, there's always going to be a chance for reconciliation, except for upbraiding, being rude and disrespectful, and or being prideful, not wanting to deal with whatever the issue is, or the disclosing of secrets, or a treacherous wound. That stuff is for those things. Every friend will depart. For those things, as I said before, that'll cause the Akim and Yahawah, Yahawashi, and the Akim to depart from you. This ain't no game. The Lord see you. The Lord see you. And if you ain't real deal Holyfield with this truth, being in this truth, the Lord see that, and He gonna move you smooth on up out the way. And He's gonna protect the Akim. Even if you have to take and put a brother in a jacked up situation to keep that brother safe from whatever that is within or among the Akim, the Lord is going to protect His men. Period. He's going to protect His men. So that whatever that wicked root is, don't take root in any other brothers. But when it come time to reconciliate and or time to hold counsel to deal with the issue, take the time to deal with it. But it won't get solved if there's any upbraiding, or pride involved, or any disclosing of any secrets or treacherous wound. It's not gonna get dealt with. And the Lord gonna say, okay, I see you don't want to deal with it. What He gonna do? He gonna divide it and part you right on up out the way. Right on smooth up out the way. The Lord ain't playing. I don't know why y'all think the Most High playing. He not playing. You come up in any camp, and in this camp specifically, you come sliding up in this camp if you want to with some ulterior motives and you ain't genuine. Oh, you gonna be up out of here. The Most High gonna slide you right on up out the way, quick. You can't fake it over here. The Lord ain't gonna allow you to. Like our elder of this camp says, this is Yahawashi's camp, and Yahawashi ain't gonna have you faking it till you make it over here. He ain't gonna have that. This Yahawashi's camp. Period. Like the elder say. So you can't hide from Yahawah Yahawashi. Eyes are upon you. Eyes see you. So you're not slipping and sliding, ducking and hiding. Let's continue. Sirach 23, right to it. Verse 18, just to complete the thought. Verse 19 is the point. A man that breaketh wedlock, saying thus in his heart, who seeth me? I am compassed about with darkness. The walls cover me, and nobody seeth me. What need I to fear? The Most High will not remember my sins. So a man that breaketh wedlock, meaning a man that goes back on his word, or does not keep his word, or breaks the covenant that he made with Yahawah Yahawashi. That man eventually gonna start saying in his heart, don't nobody see him. He think ain't nobody paying attention. Can't nobody see him. He's surrounded in darkness. Can nobody see what I'm doing? That's wrong. And you know why he think that? Verse 19. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men. See, he only thinking that he can't be seen. He's slipping and sliding, gliding, hiding, because he can hide from the eyes of men. He think he's compassing darkness. He feel like, oh, well, I ain't got nothing to fear. They don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? The Most High ain't going to remember my sins. The Most High see everything. He going to remember and recall everything. The Most High, he'll forgive, but he don't forget. So the Lord see what's going on. But a man like that, that's moving like that, he only fears the eyes of man. And he failed to realize and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord Yahawah are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men, and considering the most secret parts. See, a man that's thinking, oh, I'm good, I'm slipping. I'm slipping and sliding. I'm peeping and hiding. Ain't that know me? They can't get a handle on me. You forgot that the Lord Yahawah, Bahashim Yahawashi's eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. You know what I'm saying? Beholding all the ways of men and considering the most secret parts. The stuff that you think don't nobody know. Sirach 39. Lord see you, man. You ain't. Sirach 39 and 19. The works of flesh, it's like the works of all flesh are before him, and nothing can be hid from his eyes. He seeth from everlasting to everlasting. There is nothing wonderful before him. The works of all flesh. The Lord see everything. The works of all flesh are before Yahawah Yahawashi. Nothing can be hid from his eyes. You ain't finna go nowhere on this earth, in this planet, galaxy, universe, wherever, where the Lord ain't gonna see you. He see you. He seeth from everlasting to everlasting. And the Lord, he see everything. Period. There's nothing that's gonna happen on this earth that's so wonderful that it's gonna catch him off guard. Like, it's not gonna happen. So when you don't have true, sincere motives towards Yahawah Yahawashi and the Akim, the Lord's going to expose that and bring that forth. But the Lord will also give you a chance to reconciliate so that you could be back in right standings with him first, then the Akim. If you have wronged any Akim in any way, form, or fashion. Let's continue. Proverbs 15 and 3. I think I already read it, but I'll read it again. Proverbs chapter 15 verse 3. The eyes of the Lord Yahawah are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. Yet again, so you know, the Lord sees you. He sees everything. His eyes are in every place, beholding everything that is evil and everything that is good, everything that is right and everything that is wrong and everything in between. The Lord see all of that. You can't hide from Yahawah Yahawashi. Proverbs chapter 3 verse 30. I'm going to read it again. I know I read it the first time, but I'm going to read it again just so you know. Just to reiterate. Proverbs chapter 3 verse 30. Strive not with a man without cause if he have done thee no harm. Strive not. You ain't got no business trying to come against a brother or the elder of your camp or respective camps if they have not done anything to you. If nothing has been done to you that elder has not done anything, or that man has not did anything, that Akim has not done anything to you, there's no need for you to be striving with him or striving against him without a cause, because they didn't do nothing. They didn't cause you no harm or do anything to you. You shouldn't even be trying to come against him. It's just that simple. I read Proverbs chapter 5 already. Let me see. Yeah, I read that already. Proverbs 6, chapter 16. Verse 28. It says, a froward man soweth strife, and a whisperer separateth chief friends. So a froward man, that word froward just means perverse, wicked, evil, disrespectful, prideful. So many words you can use in conjunction. So many words that are synonymous. But the main definition means perverse. The word forward. Look it up in the etymology. It means perverse. Or if you got a Bible lexicon, look it up in the Hebrew lexicon, and it'll show you that it means perverse. A perverse man soweth strife. See, a perverse man is going to sow strife. He's going to cause striations and problems within a body or the body of Yahawashi. And guess what? The Lord's going to say, oh, it's a problem going on. There's something going on. Let me move it. Let me get it out. Let me expel it from the body so that it don't infect nothing or affect anyone. And he says, and a whisperer, somebody that's always to tap behind people's back. That's going to separate chief friends. That's going to separate close friends. Men that have respect for each other. That's going to cause a separation between those men. So these are things that you shouldn't do. This is just words of wisdom from Yahawah Yahawashi. Just that simple. Because if you know anything or not, that's the truth. Somebody that's all perverse, every time you look up, they perverse. They always running their mouth behind people's back, talking trash, spread all kind of rumors. Guess what? It's going to cause a separation between two people that had a great deal of respect for each other. Cause them to separate. That's why I say separate chief friends. I mean close, top. But let's continue. I'm just read verse 29. It says, a violent man enticeth his neighbor, and leadeth him into a way that is not good. See, a violent man is going to entice his neighbor. He's going to draw his brother and or brothers into a situation that's going to be ultimately detrimental and not good. Just that simple. Okay, Sirach 36. Last point. Almost my last point. Sirach 37. Verse 1. Every friend saith, I am his friend also, but there is a friend which is only a friend in name. So you got a lot of people that's claiming to be friends. Oh yeah, up, and they claiming to be down, but they're only down in name. They're only down on the surface level. They're only down on the surface level. That's it. They not for real your friend. They're your friend on the surface, but under the surface, they're not your friend. They're only a friend in name. Verse 2. Is it not a grief unto death when a companion and friend is turned to an enemy? Is that not grievous unto you? When a companion and or a friend is turned into an enemy. That's a very grievous thing. When you think somebody that's your friend, you think that's an Akim fighting this good fight of faith with you. You on the battlefield and you turn to look up for him to give you some ammo and he pointing the gun right at you. That's a grievous thing. That's bothersome and it's hurtful. But when you ain't stepping right, stuff like that don't go through your Yahawah. Verse 10, I'm going to jump down. It says, consult not with one that suspecteth thee, and hide thy counsel from such as envy thee. You don't do business with somebody that's always looking at you like this right here. Every time you look up, that's somebody that's suspecting you or something. You know what I'm saying? You hide your counsel from such as those who have envy against you. You don't do business in front of them. Every time you do business, you make sure they're nowhere around. Why? Because they're always doing this right here. Every time you look up. That's why the Most High says to show brotherly love, to kind of affection to one another, and to not have hatred and anger and malice and all these things be found among us. It's just a matter if the Lord didn't put those rules and regulations and those statutes and those commandments in place. You already know what's going to be going down. Let's continue. Last point, Sirach chapter 10. Chapter 10, verse 7. It says, pride is hateful before Yahawah and man, and by both doth one commit iniquity. Pride is hateful towards the Most High and man. Nobody likes a prideful, arrogant person. Mainly just pridefulness, because prideful makes somebody go like, get away from me. But the Most High, He sure enough don't deal with pride. He cut pride off. Hey, you gone, get out of here. The Lord gonna get rid of that. So prideful is hateful before Yahawah and man. By both does one commit iniquity, to commit sin. So if it's an issue, you don't need to be prideful. Deal with the issue. Period. Anybody that's led of Yahawashi are led of the Spirit. So they pretty much know what's going on. So if that get addressed and you say no, it's not that, yeah, you need to put your pride away. Put your pride away, because it ain't gonna help you in the long run. Because the Lord is gonna separate you from Himself and the Akim. Verse 12. It says, the beginning of pride is when one departeth from Yahawah, and his heart is turned away from his maker. See, that's the beginning of pride right there. When you turn your mind away from Yahawashi, because that's our maker. We were made by that. We were made by Yahawashi, period. So like Yahawashi in specific. So when you turn your mind away or your heart away from, that's where pride come in at. Verse 13. For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination. And therefore the Lord Yahawashi brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly. So, for pride is the beginning of sin, and he that has this pride, they're going to pour out abomination, abominable filth, abominable behavior. And in that, guess what? The Most High is going to bring strange calamities upon that person and overthrow them utterly. And He's going to cause a problem in their life. Have them jacked up real bad. Real bad. Why? Because you can't hide from Yahawashi. Because they see you. The Lord see what you got going on. So you can't hide from Yahawashi. Shalom.